In 1587, 117 men, women, and children arrived on the shores of what is now North Carolina. They were not soldiers. They were not conquerors. They were families. They came with hope, with dreams, with children in their arms. They came to build a future. 3 years later, they were gone. No bodas, no graves, no signs of struggle. Just one single word carved into a wooden post. CROATOAN. And more than 400 years later, no one truly knows what happened. In the late 1600s, the world was ruled by power and ambition. Spain dominated the seas. Gold and silver poured into Spanish ships from the Americas. England was falling behind, watching as Spain expanded its empire. Queen Elizabeth I wanted England to compete. She wanted land in the New World. She wanted a foothold in America. So she approved an ambitious plan: establish England's first permanent colony across the Atlantic. The location chosen was Roanoke Island. Governor John White led the expedition. Among the settlers were craftsmen, farmers, women, and children. This was not a military mission. It was a settlement, a new beginning. Even White's pregnant daughter, Eleanor Dare, made the journey. In August of 1587, she gave birth to a baby girl, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. It should have been a symbol of hope. Instead, it became part of a mystery. Life in Roanoke was not easy. Supplies were limited. The soil was difficult. Hunting was unpredictable. And tensions with nearby native tribes were rising. Some tribes were friendly. Others were not. The colony began to struggle. They needed food. They needed tools. They needed reinforcements. John White made a painful decision. He would return to England for supplies. Before leaving, he agreed on a signal with the colonists. If they were forced to leave due to danger, they would carve a Maltese cross into a tree. That symbol would mean distress. White promised he would return quickly, but history had other plans. Just weeks after he arrived in England, war erupted. Spain launched the massive Spanish Armada, preparing to invade England. Every available ship was seized for battle. England's survival came first. White begged to return to his family. He was denied. Months turned into years. His daughter, his granddaughter, were alone in a fragile settlement thousands of miles away. 3 long years passed. Finally, in 1590, White secured passage back to Roanoke. He expected relief. Instead, he found silence. The settlement was empty. Homes had been carefully dismantled, not burned, not destroyed. It did not look like chaos. It looked organized, planned. There were no skeletons, no blood, no broken weapons, no signs of battle. White searched desperately for clues. Then he saw it, carved into a wooden post, CROATOAN, and on a nearby tree, the letter 0. There was no Maltese cross, which meant they had not left under immediate threat. CROATOAN was the name of a nearby island. It was also the name of a native tribe known to be friendly. White believed they had relocated there. He prepared to sail and investigate. But a violent storm struck the coast. The ship was forced away. White never reached CROATOAN Island. He never saw his daughter again. He never saw Virginia Dare again. And from that moment on, the lost colony of Roanoke entered history. For more than 4 centuries, historians and investigators have debated what happened. Some believe the colonists peacefully joined the CROATOAN tribe. Over time, they may have blended into native communities. Later reports spoke of tribes with European features, gray eyes, lighter skin. Archaeologists have found English-style AR. Others believe the colonists were massacred by hostile tribes. Yet there were no signs of violence, no graves, no evidence of slaughter. Another theory suggests starvation. Perhaps they attempted to move inland in search of better land and failed. But again, no remains were ever found. Some even speculate that Spanish forces secretly attacked and eliminated the colony to protect their dominance in the region. However, no confirmed Spanish records support this idea. In recent years, modern archaeologists studied hidden markings on maps drawn by John White. Some believe these markings indicate a possible inland relocation site. Excavations have uncovered pottery fragments and tools linked to English settlers. But still, no mass burial, no confirmed settlement remains. No final proof. Imagine standing there. An empty colony. Wind moving through trees. Homes dismantled. Voices gone. One word left behind. CROATOAN. Did they survive and build new lives among unfamiliar people? Did they slowly disappear into the wilderness? Or did something happen that history never recorded? Roanoke remains America's oldest unsolved mystery. And perhaps some mysteries were never meant to be solved.